So we are starting with use of it today. Now it is the third person singular. The plural of it is they. So how do we use the plural? We say it is they. The reflexive pronoun of it. Have you ever heard of the reflexive pronoun of it? The reflexive pronoun of it is itself. जो खुद को रिफ्लेक्स करता है वो itself होता है. So I can say following are the ways in which we use it. ये तरीके हैं जिनमें हम it को यूज करते हैं. First, to denote inanimate सो कोई भी ऐसे ऑब्जेक्ट जिनको हम इनएनिमेट बोलते हैं. इनएनिमेट ऑब्जेक्ट्स, स्मॉल बर्ड्स, एनिमल्स. सो इनको हम इट से डिनोट करते हैं. सो इफ आई से सी, देयर इज अ बर्ड. वहां पे एक बर्ड है. इट इज flying very high, flying at very high. So there is a bird, it is flying at very high altitude, right? So we use the word it here. What else? Where do we use it? To denote a small child without distinguishing whether the child is a male or a female. So we do not distinguish whether the child is a male or a female. So if I say it is crying, crying. So if I say it is crying, so मतलब कोई बच्चा रो रहा है. ठीक है. So कोई रो रहा है. So if I say when we have to distinguish whether the baby is a male or a फीमेल. जब हम उसको मेल या फीमेल में हम बच्चे को डिस्क्राइब करते हैं, वी यूज द वर्ड. विच वर्ड डू वी यूज? वी यूज द वर्ड ईदर ही और शी. सो वी यूज ईदर ऑफ दिस वर्ड जब हम बच्चे को डिस्क्राइब कर रहे हैं. सो वी यूज ईदर ही और शी. Next, so I can say, for example, there is a baby in the cradle and he or she is crying. So if I want to describe whether the child is a male or a female, I use the appropriate word. So I may be using he or she. Okay. Then to identify a person, किसी भी बंदे को आइडेंटिफाई करने के लिए वी यूज इट. So I say someone has knocked at the door. Who is it? And suppose it is me. So what will I say? It is me. ये मैं हूँ. Right? So this is how I identify a person. So it is me. For example, this is the way we identify a person. Next, to refer to the time, day, weather. To refer to the time, day or weather. जब भी हम time को, day को या weather को refer करते हैं. So I say it is 1 o'clock. It is 1 o'clock. So I'm referring to the time. I can also say it is Monday today. So I'm again referring to a day. It may rain today. I'm referring to a weather. So these are the places where we use it to refer to the preceding statement. Preceding statement. Preceding statement क्या होती है? So हम पिछली किसी statement को refer करने के लिए. So हम कहते हैं hardly had I reached the station when it began to blow hard. ठीक है? Hardly had I reached the station when it began to blow hard. So for referring a preceding statement, पिछली statement यानी कि station पहुंचना was one of the statements. So उसको preceding statement को refer करने के लिए I had to use the word it. So when I had to represent the snow, I had to represent the sun, the moon or the sky. So ये सब को जब मैंने represent करना होता है, what do I use? I use it. I say it shines and shines. So whom am I referring to? I'm referring to the sun shining, right? So I'm referring to the sun shining. So if I say to lay emphasizes on the noun and pronoun. जब भी मेरे को noun और pronoun पे emphasize lay out करना होता है, तब मैं use करता हूँ इसको. So if I say, for example, it was he who broke the window panes. So ये वो था जिसने window pane तोड़ा. It. To refer to the universal truth. So if I say it needs an oxygen for a man to live on earth. For a man to live on earth. So this is where all we use the it. So these are the places where all we use the word